much all day, people have been coming by to get a good look at this damage. Now, this used to be the warehouse, and this was a place where the appliances were stored. Paint was also in this area. Now, you can see that debris is all over the place, and right here you can see bricks. They're everywhere. Angie, neighbors say that they have complained to the homeowner and the city time and time again. This is a list of complaints that have been filed, and right here is even a notice of violation that the city sent out. There's even information in here that states that this home has been condemned, meaning that it's not even livable in its current condition. Standing outside on Black Friday may be a thing of the past. Some stores like Macy's, JCPenney, and even Target are going to open on Thanksgiving Day. But one woman wants to change that. For some people tonight, their home might be underneath a bridge like this one, or even inside of an abandoned home. We're talking about homeless people. Then across the street, you can see the grass is so tall right here. It's literally just about as tall as I am. Now imagine having $80 million in your pocket for 6 weeks and you didn't even know about it. That's what happened to Dick Salasco of Troy. He bought a Mega Millions lottery ticket for the July 5th drawing, and he didn't even realize that he had a winner in his wallet until August 13th. There are several signs like this in Davison Township. Some people say they're too bright and could cause drivers to run into some problems. Wires are blocking roads. We're told that the emergency won't be lifted until every street is passable. The phones have been ringing off the hook at the Holiday Inn all day in Midland. Customers want to know if they can get a room, but some are out of luck. And a big night for the Tigers.
Yeah, things heating up on the baseball diamond.
Angie, we spoke with several people in Genesee County who are still without power tonight. That's one of the reasons that this Consumers Energy mobile room is here at the Cortland Center in Burton. Angie, we just got finished speaking with Michigan State Police less than 10 minutes ago. Now, they thought that the person of interest might be in that building that you see right there, but turns out the person they were looking for was not in there. So now they are still searching for the person of interest. As you can see, it's been a very tense day at the River Park Apartments. Gunfire erupted as MSP and Flint Police were looking and trying to find that third person in connection that killed a 17-year-old. Now, that family members did confirm that that 17-year-old is Darius Townsend, and now loved ones are trying to get some answers.
We love you so much. I'ma miss you, and everything gonna be okay because he in heaven now. He in heaven now.
Angie, parents say they're frustrated tonight, and many of them shared their frustration at tonight's school board meeting.
Send the parents a letter. Let them know their child been duct taped.
This was school board member David Davenport's reaction Wednesday night after a board meeting. Parents told Davenport that there were about 15 first graders whose mouths were taped at Brownell STEM Academy in Flint by a substitute teacher. He says members on the board are leaving parents in the dark about what happened earlier this month.
You go to the administration, they did not notify the parents, and when it happened, these kids could have had some kind of allergic reaction to duct tape, could have had asthma, anything could have hurt that child. Or later on in life, it could reflect on this child. And they're sitting back there acting like nothing happened, saying we're investigating. It doesn't take you from December 2nd up until December 18th to notify a parent that their child had duct tape on their mouth.
Parents aren't having it.
Well, we pay taxes for our children to go and where our children attend. Something like this could happen, and y'all don't have to inform us the nature of what took place.
Larry Watkins, who's the superintendent, says this is a personnel matter that is being looked into. When we asked him if parents were notified.
It is in that classroom. I have been informed that our building principal had conversation with parents who have asked questions. Again, she's limited in what she can say as well.
What is going on here? This district is supposed to protect these children, not protect the man that assault the children.
Now, we're told that the police chief wants everything looked into, and once an investigation is done, it will be forwarded to the city attorney's office. Live in Flint, Siobhan Riley, ABC 12 News. Well, Thomas Beck says that wheelchair means everything to him. He noticed it had been stolen when he attempted to leave his home Sunday.
It's pretty sad that we live in a world where somebody feels they have to take a wheelchair from somebody that doesn't have a lot to begin with.
33-year-old Thomas Lee Beck, who has been in a wheelchair most of his life, says it's the only thing he can depend on to get him where he needs to go. He's been a paraplegic since he was 3 days old.
That's like my legs. I have to use that to be able to get around. If I don't have it, I don't I don't go anywhere.
It hasn't been easy trying to get around for the past few days. He says his sister was the first person he reached out to when he realized that someone stole his wheelchair that he generally leaves outside of his home.
I had to crawl actually from here all the way down to where the Dodge Durango is, and it wasn't fun. It was very cold, and I was soaked by the time that I got into her house.
We'd really like the people who took this wheelchair to give it back.
Pastor Keith O'Neill with the Good Samaritan Network says his organization is trying to raise money so that the disabled man can get around like he used to.
One that's more suitable for the weather, because in the wintertime he still moves around. So we're going to get him a better wheelchair, and we believe Good Samaritans all over mid-Michigan are going to respond.
The wheelchair is my livelihood. Without that, I don't have really much.
And Beck's birthday is on Friday, and his only wish is to have a wheelchair. Visit our website at abc12.com to find out how you can help. Beck also says that he did contact police about this. Live in the studio, Siobhan Riley, ABC 12 News. We have breaking news right off the top tonight. The search is over for two missing Isabella County teens who left their homes together nearly 2 weeks ago. The Isabella County Sheriff's Department has confirmed that 14-year-old Braxton Wood and 13-year-old Jaden Thomas have been found in Chicago, Illinois. The couple apparently took off in Braxton's mom's Ford Explorer. Their parents believe that the two were desperate to be together. The teens were supposed to start school last week at different high schools. We spoke with a friend of Braxton's parents. Here's what she had to say. And looking for something to do this evening? Coming up, the Flint Horror Convention promises fun for the entire family. What you can expect to see next.
I have a little bit more on your boyfriend, Reggie Bush there.
I got a little distracted when you showed him. I just love me some Reggie Bush.
I think everybody in Detroit does now.
At least we will have a bit of milder weather just in time for the candy. Yeah, for the
happy about that.
I think a lot of people will.
All right, thanks. And the Lions are making a comeback.
Unbelievable comeback finish.
Now that's from Secretary of State John Kerry saying to a Paris audience, this is not the time to be silent spectators to slaughter. He's of course talking about the ongoing effort by the Obama administration to rally support for military action in Syria after the use of chemical weapons. We're heading to South Carolina tonight. There, a woman born with only one kidney is fighting for her life. That one kidney is failing, and her only shot of living is a transplant. Now her husband is spreading the word and giving the best chance he can for her to survive. Here's David Muir with this incredible story. In the Shiawassee County Department of Emergency Management will be updating the community on the power situation. They do want us to pass along a list of warming centers this morning. Both the Salvation Army in Owasso and Corunna High School are running Climate Day centers 24 hours a day. Christmas Eve, Tuesday, December 24th. Consumers Energy says that it's bringing in 1,000 extra crews to help get power restored. So far, though, little progress has been made getting the 60,000 customers in Genesee County and more than 18,000 in Shiawassee County back online.
Out in time to still make his yearly rounds.
That's kind of messed up to shoot Santa.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Some are saying Santa should wear a bulletproof vest next year. Sad, but perhaps it's needed.
Very sad if Santa has to do that. A Detroit bishop has resigned from her church after revealing she married a woman. Right now, the Flint Horror Convention is taking over downtown. Organizers say it's a family-friendly event that celebrates all things spooky in October. Those who come out can enjoy movies, music, and much more, including the petrifying pinup contest. Breaking news tonight, just into our newsroom. Search and rescue teams are suspending large-scale searchers for 76-year-old Darwin Smith. That means that only smaller search teams will be looking for him. Volunteers, along with several search and rescue teams, have spent days looking for Smith with no success in finding him.
We get to the warmer weather.
You know, I'll take that 90-degree weather. I like that kind of weather.
It could be the last one of the season.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts.